Hello friends, I hope you guys are doing well. In today's video I want to bring something different to you. I want to share with you how you can find plants besides the regular garden centers, the big box stores. So in today's video, look what I got. I'm so excited. So first, Facebook, okay? Facebook Marketplace. You can find a lot of plants on there. You can find different used products. You can even find new items. As always, be careful because you don't want to go to a stranger's house, right? Should probably meet in a public spot or take someone with you. Just be aware of your surroundings, okay? I've done Facebook Marketplace several times and I've never had any issue. I've never had any bad luck. I've never had anything bad happen. But as always, just exercise some form of awareness. Just be careful. Anyways, so I went on Facebook Marketplace and I found a lady selling plants, right? She has them at the top of her driveway and it's a self-serve plant setup, and you put the money in the box and all the good stuff. There's a lot of them in the area where I live. I drove maybe, 25 minutes, but which is okay because I went to another place to pick up my plants. So I wanted to share with you some great plants I got, friends. And these in front of us, I paid $2 a pot. Yes, I was like, oh my goodness. I was just looking for plant sale near me and I found this lady, and there's other people on there too, but this one was close to where I live. Anyway, so let's start here. So this is a columbine. As you can see, this is gonna go in my shade garden, and you could see the new bud right in there. Yes, friends, I have a video I'm working on. I'm trying to put color plants in the shade garden, so I'll share that with you, but this is a good one for shade that gives you color. Columbine, $2, friends, $2, okay? All right, next up I have this fern. It is dehydrated. I have it on the patio, which is full sun, so it needs to go in the shade garden. That's why it's looking like this. So as soon as I'm done recording this, I'm going to put it in the shade garden. But just adding more plants to my shade area. And then, friends, look what I found here. This is yarrow. Not sure which color it is. I think she said it's probably a pink. I'm not sure. And friends, what I like is that she has some unusual plants. Like this one, it looks like yarrow, right? But it's not. This one is a tansy, yellow tansy. The blooms look like a buttonwood. If I could find a picture that I don't get copyright issues with, I'll put it on the screen for you. But it reminds me of maybe a gumfrina, I think. It's just small, like a round yellow blooms. Beautiful tansy. Let me know if you ever heard of this plant before. And it has fun like foliage, yes. So I'll be putting this in the front garden bed, and if you look here, friends, there's 2 plants in here. Once again, each pot only $2. So very excited about this one. And then, friends, this is loose strife. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Never heard of it, so I did some research. It is native to Pennsylvania. So if this is your first time I'm in Pennsylvania, I got it in zone 6B7A. Welcome, friends, and welcome back if you're coming back. Anyway, friends, so this is said it likes the moist area and it's somewhat invasive, so wherever you put it where it could just spread. So I think I might put it by the fish pond, right? Let's see. But just something new to your garden. And as always, when you get a plant, Google it, see what it is. Just make sure you know what you're introducing to your garden. So keep in mind not to put this where it could take over other. So keep in mind not to put this where it can take over other perennials. Very excited about this. Never heard of it, never seen it before. All right, friends, look what else we got. We got lamb's ear. Yes, just look at it. $2 again. And I think I have maybe 4 plants in here. So plants are looking really healthy. I did water them. It's been such a hot week. So very excited to find this. And she even had, if you get 6 pots, you pay $10. Yes, she even had a deal there. And then, friends, look what this is. This is hellebore. Yes, this is a green hellebore. So you guys know where this is going, in my shade garden. Very excited about this. And then over here, I found chocolate mint. Just look at that. Chocolate mint. Yes, very excited too. So I'll be planting my herbs very soon in my 2 raised planters I have. So I'll be putting this probably in its own pot, because you know with mint spreads. I'm sure you know that. If you did not know, do not put mint with anything else. Contain it in a container. Don't plant it in the ground. It will spread and take over your plants. So I'll find a nice pot to put this mint in. Very excited about this chocolate mint. All right, friends, and next up, look what I found. Obedient plant. Yes, I love obedient plant. I think they're also known as, I think, shrimp plant. Am I making that up? I think. So these are the pink ones. I was able to see her. She was doing stuff in her garden. So she said these are the pink ones. So I'll be adding more obedient plant to my garden. First time with this. I'm really excited. I have already maybe 3 or 4 I got from someone else. So when I found this, I was really excited about this. So I'll be adding more of this. So these are the plants we got from Facebook, friends. Could you believe that, right? Facebook Marketplace. You don't have to go to the garden centers and pay full price or even clearance. I never see these plants in clearance for $2. And these are unique ones, right? A lot of them you don't find at the garden centers. Like, I've never seen obedient plant at the garden centers. I've never seen tansy. I've never seen loosestrife at the garden centers. So very excited about that. And also, friends, let me show you 2 other things I found on Facebook Marketplace. You would not believe it. Hello, welcome. Look at that. Look at this beautiful planter. Isn't it gorgeous? So I'll just put like a mesh in here to contain the soil or something, and then I'll put some soil in there after and just put some plants here, and I can put this on my front porch, right? I have another one at my front porch. I really love this, and I could change it out for different season. Look at it. And this, I think, was $2. I think. And look at this, friends. I'm excited about this one. All right, friends, so you saw the Facebook Marketplace. Another place to find plants is your local garden centers. And I'm not talking big box stores. I'm talking about private garden centers in mom and pop shop, those places. So where I live, it's close to where I got those plants from Facebook. I always go to this place every year. I go twice a year. I go around spring and in the fall season, and they have great prices, quality products, and I find plants that I don't find at the garden centers, the big box stores, right? So let me show you what I got there. So I got these verbena. These verbena will be going in my planters. I'll be planting up my tropical plants soon, so I'll be putting these guys in here. And once again, everything is so dry, friends. It's been so hot here, but guess what? I'm not complaining. So excited about these verbena. So I got the white, and these will bloom all the way into fall for me. And I got the red. And then I found these beautiful petunias, friends. The blooms are large, okay? Look at that. So pretty. So I got, let me see here. I got 8 of them. I'm trying not to buy too many annuals, because I told you guys before, I don't know about you, but annuals, they're just one time and they're done, right? And it's, for me, I feel like it's a waste of money. So that's why I do a lot of plants from seeds, and I try to do a lot of perennials where I restrict getting annuals. I get perennials that there's always constant bloom at different season. You have your spring bloom, you have your summer, fall, all the good stuff, right? So I just got a couple here to put in my planters. I'll be putting with my tropical bulbs in. So I just got some there, but not too much. I'm so proud of myself, friends. So far I haven't really gone crazy. I haven't really bought much plants at all. I have not. I'm really being conscious about that, especially annuals, right? So I got those annuals down there, and then I couldn't help myself. I'm doing marigold from seed. I have this set up on the table, but I got these, and when I got them, they seem more like reddish orange color, and whatever reason the color is fading, but I still love it. It has this rustic look, right? So I picked them up because they were different looking, even though the colors are changing. So I have these to go in the planters. So those are the only annuals I have, friends, believe it or not. I'm not gonna buy any more. I have enough. I've done some from seed. I have enough. I'm not gonna buy any more. How's that? Unless it's something I really need. But I'm not gonna buy any more. I'm not gonna go married to buy any more. Alrighty friends, remember I told you guys I'm collecting Rebecca Black Eyed Susans. So this private garden center, look, they had all different types of them and I was so excited. And friends, these were only $5.95. Yes, believe it or not, I thought it was a good price. So this one is the Pawnee Spirit Black Eyed Susan. It says 6-inch flowers with golden yellow rays and a large richy mahogany center and cone. Blooms are held on strong stems above the foliage and make excellent long-lasting cut flowers. They will get 18 to 24 inches tall and wide. Friends, look at that. I've never seen a plant tag that has T instead of L. Normally you see L, meaning tall, but here it actually has the T right there written. That's unusual. Anyway, I digress there. So these will bloom in summer. They're hardy from zones 5 through 9. So when I saw this, I just had to get it. And look how healthy the plant looks, and look at the eye coming out here. So I'll be putting this in my pollinator garden bed. Alrighty friends, and next up I found this double daisy Rebecca. Yes friends, it prefers sun to part shade. It will get 18 to 36 inches tall. It says daisy-like flowers and dependable plants provide a delightful display summer to fall. Very excited about this one too. So this will be going in my pollinator garden bed. Look at that. Very excited about these. So these are what I got from Facebook and also the private garden center. So I just wanted to share this with you. So check out Google, put somewhere, put private garden centers or nurseries in your phone and see where it takes you, and just shop around, right? Make a nice fun plant shop day and see where you can find unusual plants or different plants besides the big boxes. And remember friends, you're supporting local businesses too, right? Just a different reason to do it. And also, as I said to you, Facebook, good place to find plants. Sale going on now, but once again, just be cautious. Don't go by yourself, go with someone, you know, don't know your surroundings, right? Anyways, because some of them they're at people private residence, some of them they're actually roadsides. And also friends, I've noticed that like companies that sell plants, they use Facebook to advertise too. So something else to keep in mind. All right friends, hope you guys are doing well. I'm gonna plant these guys now. I have a lot of planting going on, a lot of things that need to get done, but I wanted to share this with you. So if you're looking for plants or you're on a budget, you can check out different sources to get plants at a good price, right? All right friends, and also from Facebook Marketplace, which happens to be maybe a road across from my house. I found this lady last year and I found her again this year, and she grows a lot of veggies, okay? A lot of veggies. She started in the winter in her basement, and she told me she does it for charity. So these in front of us friends, I paid $10, okay? $10 they were. So these are gonna go in my raised bed, and let me show you what I got. This is an eggplant. And apparently, like most of these, they're heirloom brands. Some of them I've never heard of. So very unique tomato, pepper, and veggie plants in general. So this is the eggplant. I can't believe $10 friends I got all of these from. She is such a sweet lady and not too far from my house. So this is the eggplant. Let's see what else I have here. So I think these square ones were 50 cents or so. And this one is hot cherry. Look at that friends. And the plants look so healthy. And then here we have the orange pepper, the orange bell pepper. And let's see what this is. This one is sweet pepper. This one is sweet pepper. This one is great for to make as a stuffed pepper. And then this one is the big guy. I think this one is, looks like a pepper. She said this one is the big guy. And here we have, this is the chocolate bell pepper. It's like chocolate color. Can't wait to see what it tastes like. I'm sure it doesn't taste like chocolate, right? And okay, and here's this big one friends. And do you see the blooms on here. So right here gonna form the fruit or veggie, whatever you call that. This one is a sun gold tomato. Yes, friends, look at this, thick and nice. And then she gifted this one to me. This one is a pineapple, I think it's a pineapple tomato, I think. And these have a lot of history. She was telling me the history behind them. It was just amazing. Okay, I was probably there an hour talking with her. I really enjoy her company. And this one is a Nova grape tomato. Once again, we have nice buds on here, friends. I'm gonna put them in that Vigo raised beds I have, and what grows grows. I'm just excited. And here's another pepper. I think this one is a red pepper. And here we have the, what is that, lifter tomato. Here it is again. I'm not picky when coming to my veggies. I could plant any veggies, and whatever I get, I eat them. Not picky at all. I grew up eating a lot of fresh veggies in the Caribbean, grown in my backyard. Yes. And here we have the pimento pepper. Look how strong and firm the stem looks, right? And then this one is the yellow pepper, and I have 2 yellow peppers in here. And then, oops, let's see what this guy is. This one is the Rio pepper, whatever that is. Once again, I don't care what they are. I'm not picky at all. So friends, all this and these were $10, okay? $10. And she said she loves to do it as a hobby. She works from home and she just donated the money to charity. So very excited when I found her. So I just wanted to share with you, you can support local businesses. Go on Facebook. Once again, be careful, as I said to you before. And you can find reasonably priced, organically, locally grown. You don't have to go to the big box stores and spend $5 on one plant, right? So just wanted to share different ways you can find fruits, veggies, and even flowers on Facebook Marketplace. Look at this one, the buds are coming out already. All right, friends, so that's my special finds on Facebook and other local areas. I hope you guys are doing well, and I'm gonna get these planted up. The heat is on, and I'm telling you, the garden is just loving the heat. All right, friends, I'll see you in the next one. As always, thank you guys so much for being here. Truly appreciate each and every one of you. Until next time, I'll see you in the next one now. Cheers.